This stop is Center Street and Broome Street. Next stop, Cleveland Place and Spring Street. This stop is Cleveland Place and Spring Street. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and East Houston Street. Transfers available to the B, D, F and M trains and M21. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and East Houston Street. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and East 4th Street. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and East 4th Street. Next stop, Lafayette Avenue and Astor Place. Transfers available to M2 Limited, M3 and M8. This stop is Lafayette Avenue and Astor Place. Next stop, 4th Avenue and East 10th Street. This stop is 4th Avenue and East 10th Street. Next stop, 4th Avenue and East 13th Street. Transfers available to the 4, 5, L, N, Q, R and W trains, M14 ASBS and M14 DSBS. This stop is 4th Avenue and East 13th Street. Next stop, Union Square East and East 15th Street. This stop is Union Square East and East 15th Street. Next stop, Park Avenue South and East 18th Street. This stop is Park Avenue South and East 18th Street. Next stop, Park Avenue South and East 21st Street. This stop is Park Avenue South and East 21st Street. Next stop, Park Avenue South and East 23rd Street. Transfer available to M23 SBS. This stop is Park Avenue South and East 23rd Street. Next stop, East 25th Street and Park Avenue South. This stop is East 25th Street and Park Avenue South. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 28th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 28th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 30th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 30th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 35th Street. Transfers available to M4, Q32, M34 SBS and M34A SBS. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 35th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 37th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 37th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 41st Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 41st Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 43rd Street. Transfers available to the 7 and S trains, Long Island Railroad, Metro North and M42. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 43rd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 46th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 46th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 50th Street. Transfer available to M50. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 50th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 53rd Street. Transfers available to the E&M trains. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 53rd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 56th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 56th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 58th Street. Transfers available to M57 and M31. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 58th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 61st Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 61st Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 63rd Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 63rd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 66th Street. Transfers available to M66 and M72. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 66th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 67th Street. Transfer available to M66. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 67th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 69th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 69th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 72nd Street. Transfer available to M72. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 72nd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 74th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 74th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 77th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 77th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 79th Street. Transfer available to M79 SBS. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 79th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 83rd Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 83rd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 86th Street. Transfer available to M86 SBS. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 86th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 89th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 89th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 91st Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 91st Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 93rd Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 93rd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 95th Street. Transfer available to M96. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 95th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 98th Street. Transfer available to M106. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 98th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 101st Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 101st Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 102nd Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 102nd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 104th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 104th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 106th Street. Transfer available to M106. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 106th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 107th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 107th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 109th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 109th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 112th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 112th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 114th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 114th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 116th Street. Transfers available to M116 and M102. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 116th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 118th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 118th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 121st Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 121st Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 123rd Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 123rd Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 125th Street. Transfers available to Metro North, M60 SBS, M98 Limited, M101 Limited and M125. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 125th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 127th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 127th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 129th Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 129th Street. Next stop, Madison Avenue and East 132nd Street. This stop is Madison Avenue and East 132nd Street. Next stop, East 135th Street and Madison Avenue. Transfer available to BX33. This stop is East 135th Street and Madison Avenue. Next stop, 5th Avenue and East 135th Street. Transfer available to BX33. This stop is 5th Avenue and East 135th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and East 138th Street. This stop is 5th Avenue and East 138th Street. Next stop, West 139th Street and 5th Avenue. This stop is West 139th Street and 5th Avenue. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and West 139th Street. Transfers available to M7 and M102. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and West 139th Street. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and West 142nd Street. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and West 142nd Street. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and West 145th Street. Transfers available to the 3 train and BX19. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and West 145th Street. Next stop, West 147th Street and Malcolm X Boulevard. This stop is West 147th Street and Malcolm X Boulevard. Next stop, West 147th Street and Adam C. Powell Boulevard. Transfer available to M2 Limited. This stop is West 147th Street and Adam C. Powell Boulevard. Next stop, West 146th Street and Lenox Avenue. This is the last stop. This stop is West 146th Street and Lenox Avenue. This is M1 to Harlem 147th Street. A fare is required to ride.